Beautiful day everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a close look at a pair of sneakers that caught my attention because of its simple yet feminine design. It's the Keds Women's The Court Leather Suede sneaker in pink. If you're looking for a casual sneaker that you can easily pair without different outfits while still giving you that clean and stylish look, this one might be worth checking out. So let's examine the design, comfort, styling, and overall quality of these Keds sneakers. Let's start with the overall appearance. The first thing I noticed is the beautiful pink color. It is a soft, feminine look without being too loud, so it's quite easy to incorporate into everyday outfits. The design is also very clean and classic. It doesn't have too many details or decorations, which I personally like because minimalist sneakers tend to be more versatile. The combination of leather and suede materials also gives the shoes a little more character. Instead of looking like an ordinary canvas sneaker, the different textures make it look a bit more polished and premium. And of course, we have the classic Keds-inspired silhouette, which makes this pair easy to wear for casual days, errands, coffee dates, shopping, or even a simple day out with friends. If you like sneakers that are feminine, understated, and easy to style, I think the design is definitely one of its strong points. Now let's talk about something that's probably even more important than appearance, and that is comfort. A sneaker can look beautiful, but if it's uncomfortable to wear, then it's not going to be something we reach for very often. The Court is designed as a casual everyday sneaker, so it has that low-profile court-inspired shape that works nicely for walking around and everyday activities. When choosing your size, I would recommend checking the available size chart and considering how you normally like your sneakers to fit. If you prefer a little extra room for your toes, just like me, especially if you'll be wearing the shoes for several hours, you may want to take that into consideration. For everyday wear, I also like the fact that this style isn't overly bulky. It has a relatively clean and streamlined appearance, so it can look neat on the feet rather than making the outfit feel too heavy. Just remember that comfort can vary from person to person depending on your foot shape, size, and how long you're wearing them. One of my favorite things about a pink sneaker like this is how many outfits you can create with it. For a simple everyday look, you can pair it with jeans and a basic white or neutral colored shirt. Want something more feminine? You can wear it with a casual dress or skirt. The pink adds a subtle pop of color without overpowering the outfit. You can also pair it with shorts, denim skirts, wide leg pants, or even casual trousers. And because the design is quite simple, you don't necessarily have to match everything with pink. In fact, I think it works beautifully with neutrals like white, beige, cream, gray, black, and denim. So if you're someone who wants one pair of sneakers that can work with different casual outfits, this style gives you plenty of possibilities. Now let's talk about the materials. The use of leather and suede gives the sneaker a more elevated appearance compared with some basic fabric sneakers. However, because suede is part of the shoe, I would be a little more careful when wearing it in wet or muddy conditions. Suede can require more maintenance, especially if you want to keep it looking clean and fresh. For everyday care, it's a good idea to avoid unnecessary exposure to water and clean the shoes according to the manufacturer's care recommendations. Another thing I appreciate about this kind of design is its versatility. It doesn't look like a sneaker that's limited to one particular age group or fashion trend. It's a classic style that you can continue wearing with different outfits over time. So what's my overall impression on the Keds Women's The Court Leather Suede sneaker in pink? If you're looking for a sneaker that combines a feminine color, classic silhouette, versatile styling, and a more polished leather and suede appearance, this is definitely a pair worth considering. I especially like it for people who prefer sneakers that are stylish but not overly flashy. The pink color gives it personality while the classic design keeps it easy to wear with everyday outfits. Of course, keep in mind that sizing, fit, and comfort are personal, and the suede portion means you'll want to take a little extra care when cleaning and maintaining the shoes. But overall, if your style is simple, feminine, casual, and timeless, the Keds, the court in pink, could be a beautiful addition to your sneaker collection. So, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and follow for more product reviews and everyday finds. Thanks all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!